just children. We're just children. One, two, three, put your eyes on me. 5, 5, 6, and my feelings are mixed. Follow the line. 10, kiss me in the rain. Children, we're just children. Children, we're just children.
In an instant, 1 million people in Ukraine have been forced to flee, fearing for their lives. The very youngest, unable to understand what is unfolding around them. The desperate efforts to get them to safety continue. They leave everything behind. Loved ones, livelihoods, and homes. As people in Ukraine have faced daily horrors, we have watched on helplessly. The number of displaced could reach 4 million, many without shelter, food, and water. We have a chance to make a difference now. The fighting, shelling, and airstrikes Ukraine is now facing have had devastating consequences. Hundreds have been killed and injured, including children, and thousands more hiding underground, terrified.
Там лишилась моя сім'я, мої батьки, мої брати. Mindent, mikor az egész életünk munkája. Az életünk munkája, mindent ott kell hagyni, de csukod és lejössz az udvarról.
We were very scared of what will happen. We didn't sleep, we didn't eat, we've been hungry for the past 72 hours.
Just £10 provides essential hygiene supplies for one displaced person for a month. £50 means blankets for 10 homeless people in freezing temperatures. And £100 can provide emergency food for 2 families for a whole month. They need our help to survive.
G'day, g'day. Yes, exactly, mate. Just to wrap it up, the long season, it all has to conclude here this evening in the Middle East. It will conclude the rest of the week as well, too, because all the other tiers have been through Saudi Arabia. So this is the finale. Yeah, you're absolutely right. As you said, they're wrapping up they've already wrapped up championship. Makenda's already won that one, 246 points to Danico in the Ferrari, 202. I think Danico's just going to look at securing that P2 position there because Justin's not here, actually. Yes, Justin, that racer is, and Justin, the racer, is third in the championship, and Copy's the fourth in the championship. So that's the ones that really can battle it out for that second spot. The glorification, per se, of having the second spot in the championship, and send you off it, mate, at least, as well, too. So obviously, after you've committed so much to Slipstream Racing League over all those seasons, as you said, yeah, you deserve a break, my friend, for sure. No doubt still be continuing and commentating and stuff. It's just a break from F1, but not a break from racing, that's for sure. Do you do the W12s in the iRacing? They're quite fun. Oh. Apparently they can't hear you out there. Justin's just said. You've muted yourself, and after you've got that speech, you're going to have to do it all over again, mate. He's been saying some nice, kind words and stuff like that to her. So, yeah, you're going to have to do it again. Yeah. It's all right, mate. I did one of these the other day. I was muted for half the race by myself.
Okay. Hello, everyone. For the last time. I am
Justin,
here
is
in the
it okay
commentary.
now? Can we
Yeah,
confirm?
they can. Yeah, I'm sure they can hear me. I just. Oh man.
Okay, he said yeah.
Yeah, it's.
All
I unplugged my microphone like once a week ago, and OBS then doesn't recognize it anymore, which I didn't notice until now. So that's amazing. Now you can hear me, and now I can hold my little speech again. I'm not gonna do the entire thing, but the TLDR is basically this is my last commentary for SLR. Because, F1 games coming to an end for me. Essentially, that's the gist of it, and let's have a little bit of fun with this last race. We've got 11 drivers. You can see all the relevant information on stream. We broke them down very, very eloquently and analytically. You can trust me on that one. But you just couldn't hear it. I'm sorry. So yeah, Jeddah. And it should be fun. Now Makenda has done a soft lap in the meantime. And is 4/10 off of Adesi, so it looks like Adesi might just be favored for pole position here. And the question is, what does that really mean? If everyone behind gets to pick their strategy and the grid is 11 drivers, then, you know, not qualifying properly isn't punished as hard. So Danny, Copy, Galileo, maybe Quirky, I don't know how fast he is, or Justin, they all very much in with a shot. Since you have commentated on races at Jeddah before, do you happen to know how the reverse strategy is? Or like what strategy you do if you don't do softs? Like, do you do mediums or hards, or what's going on there?
That's actually a good one. I can't remember. It's been actually, I've only done about 2 of these, and it's been a while since I've been here. So I honestly just can't remember. It's just looking at this track again just feels alien at this point, because it's a great track. Yeah. It would certainly suit the steering wheel drivers more than a controller. That's for sure, I'd say, with those sweeping corners. But for strategy, mate, yeah, I don't know. All I can tell you, it's going to be bucketing down rain for the race. Yeah, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding, it's not. God. It's going to dry.
Don't scare me. You can't end my F1.
It would be fun.
No,
would be fun.
I despise rain. I will always. The day iRacing introduces rain is the day I'm searching a new sim.
Maybe Justin out there's answered that one. The difference between mediums and softs are very small here. But the softs can carry a massive advantage in this one. There you go. There's your question answered by Justin out there. Thank you. Yeah, Justin's out already, so because I think you... Is that your intermediate tyre that needs to retire that's on the track? I see, Justin. That's literally on the track. You can see it. That's your tyre, Justin.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. He's put that one out there for everyone to see. I think we're getting the purple sectors out of Adesi and McKenna, so they are going to go head-to-head in this. The yellow flags block the timing, so I don't know how much is left on the session, which is rather unfortunate. As, okay, 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes of the insane concrete tunnel that is Jeddah.
And Justin wants his tyre back. Yeah. Sorry, mate. They're not going to send a marshal out there and risk his life or her life. You go get your tyre just because you were decided that it was going to be raining in Jeddah.
It's like, these tyres are the wrong ones for the conditions. Get them off, and then he, gets them off at the first chance, which was the wall instead of the pit box. So that hasn't gone to plan now, has it? As Adesi going through the final corner, it's not put it in the wall, and there goes across the line with an insane lap, 26.9. Well, actually, I don't know how insane that is because I haven't watched Jeddah at all, but it seems pretty fast. And honestly, this might be one of the shortest races of the calendar time-wise, because it's what, like 26 laps, and the lap times seem to be really quick for that, because of course we have very high speed track. Average speeds are gonna be like around the 200s or something, and that means, won't take long time-wise.
320 top speed, kilometers per hour. I know you guys, depending where you are in the world, and it's a 6.1 kilometer track. But as you said, lots and lots of straights, so you can get it done quickly on your average speed. You're right. I'm not sure how many laps as well. We'll find that out when we get to the race, or perhaps Justin out there in the Twitch world will provide that information to us.
Might also be 24. I'm not sure, but like, just think about it. 6 kilometers. That is a lot. I mean, I would imagine longer than Silverstone, but these lap times are about as fast as Silverstone, I think. Well, Silverstone is like 2 seconds faster, but this is probably like half a kilometer to a kilometer longer, so that just tells you all you need to know about the average speed. It's not going to be as fast as Monza, but nothing is as fast as Monza.
Yeah, because Monza has 11 turns. This has a little bit more than 11. In fact, I'm not sure how many specifically, but definitely more than 11.
It's got like 26 or something ridiculous, doesn't it? I'm not really sure, but I think it has the most on the calendar. I mean, you just need to look at the track map. That is a very snaky boy. And
yeah, you got is it the Black Sea on the right hand side? I'm not quite sure. No, it's not the Black Sea. Sorry, it's the Arabian. It's sea anyway. That's the reason why Justin put the inters on. He was going to see if he could swim.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Do I look like I know geography? It's like the Persian Gulf, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, must be. It's certainly close to that for sure.
Maybe right. That one. It's just it's water in the Middle East. We're going with that. That's the safe option. you know. So, yeah, Adesi and Makenda both finished with their sessions because Makenda didn't make the line, apparently. I don't know. Oh, well. No, actually, it's one last bug to send me off to my F1 free time. Of course, he's probably...
No, it's not. It's there's still a couple of drivers out in the hot lap.
No, I meant because the timing bug, is that still there? That should still be there, right? Because Makenda...
Yeah, but it's got to go to 0.00 with
yeah, it's
nobody.
It's on that for me, but Makenda slightly just about missed it, which to me suggests that he's actually still on a lap. Like, this is not how the AI drives. I think Makenda's still going.
Well, we'll see. Oh, Galileo's had a spin.
Right.
That's scary. Lucky for ghosting,
there's someone
mate.
coming as well, and that is Makenda going on board with that one. Okay, he's fine, but he'll see the Haas in the distance. Seeing a Haas spun.
Yeah, sorry, Galileo. That's what you get for getting Russian advertising on your car. Sorry, that's your punishment.
No, he's doing last donuts to show everyone the flag before it's gone forever from the sport.
Yeah.
Oi! That was not nice, but yeah, ghosting saves Makenda's lap there in case it is not over yet. Fox puts himself second, separates the top two. Oh, well, okay, actually Makenda wasn't going. I was hyping up an AI car's lap. That's
you were
amazing.
hyping it up. You're just trying to. You're eking for a bug. It's not going to happen today, mate. This game's going to be good and it's going to send you off nicely.
I mean, it has some respect from the old guy. No, okay. Well, Adesi takes the last pole position of the season, and ahead of a Scandinavian friend. Well, I mean, they're not really friends. The Scandinavians are there, but it's 1.4 seconds. Then Quirky, the Norwegian, is second. Fox puts himself on the second row with 1.5 seconds off, and then Makenda has I think he was driving himself, but he had it invalidated. Is that possible? Because it was showing up like that, and he is just behind Fox and Quirky on the medium, so he's gonna have a strategy edge. And then Meepo, honestly, pretty good qualifying. Ocean Chief, the old man, has got P6 up his sleeve. This is one of those races where him dropping to P10, like the Ocean Chief P10 curse, would actually be bad. Normally it's like him being like 16th and you know he's gonna finish P10, but this time it would be bad because he's in 6th right now. And then at the back we've got, I don't remember, Justin, Galileo, Danny, I think, and Copy, I think.
And we're going to get ready, and as you can see, the absolutely bucketing down no rain. I'd had enough of them. I've had 2 wet weather races this week. In Portugal and Portimao. And that's like wet races with
because
only the hint of a little bit dry towards the end of one of the races, but there was full wet qualifying, full wet race.
Because the traction at Portimao wasn't bad enough anyways. That's
exactly.
Well,
and on top of it, it was the very first time that actually the race ended a few laps earlier with the D word. And that's the first time I've actually seen cars on top. Oh, actually, probably the second time I've seen cars on top of each other, and all that jazz. You remember that? All that?
Oh, that
late last year, the D word.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was. It's back.
The
Apparently,
thing that kind of killed League
thought it was
Racing
fixed,
for a
but it's
month
back.
and a half. Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. It was the first time I've seen it. And I thought they literally got rid of that, but they probably, because they fixed something else with the single player, it's probably come back. Anyway, yeah. I haven't seen it in a long time, so it should be okay. We should be good. Anyway, this is last round, so, hey, you know, Cody's can't screw anything up after this. Gives the drivers a break. As I said, like, you were right, like, what's going to happen, obviously, who knows? You've got the new game, obviously, coming out, July or August, so if it would be a season, no doubt it'll be a shorter season if they do start one.
Yeah, it's, I mean...
We wouldn't have enough time to go to the new game. That's for you. Wouldn't want to be playing the old game when you have the new game available.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the racing changes with that one. Of course, we've got the real life season starting very soon, and then we'll see how the dirty air changes there with the ground effect and everything. And I'm of course excited for that. But what's going to be interesting, at least for the F1 League Racing world, is going to be how that translates into the game. And I personally, as someone who has escaped F1 to iRacing, I do very much appreciate fighting without DRS, because it is, it kind of feels like oval racing sometimes, doesn't it, in F1? Because you just have your train and you try to stay close, and then you just pass down the straight. In the next lap, it's the same thing reverse. It kind of feels like oval racing, with a few more corners.
Yeah, the beauty of it, I think, at least in this, is that they add the tires they do wear, so you get that massive tire advantage, and that doesn't happen obviously in like iRacing and stuff like that because it's more realistic.
Yeah.
So that your tires don't chew through. That's why they've added that element, I think, to the game, where they make those tires just wear so quickly and stuff. But otherwise, it will get more of a boring DRS train. But no, trust me, in casting a lot of F1 leagues throughout the last season or two, there's always been a lot of excitement. I'd say probably. It wouldn't be so exciting, I'd say, esports, because they don't make barely any mistakes and they follow each other by milliseconds. So that, I mean, they are the best in the world, granted, but as entertainment-wise, no, I prefer like any of the different tiers and things like that.
Yeah, to be fair,
we're gonna get ready to go, mate.
iRacing, yeah. I mean, they draft snake each other also in like iRacing esports series, as we line up for the last time, and yeah, we've got Quirky. Can I get a good camera angle? Yes, let's go. We've got Quirky in the Mercedes on the inside trying to attack Adesi on the outside, and we go green. I forgot that the lights glitch is fixed, so we are off for the final time. And it looks like a good start from Quirky as he's attacking Adesi into turn 1, but Adesi able to hang it round. But Makenda, the championship winner, actually spins out right away alongside with Copy. So both of them right to the back. They're gonna need a safety car for this to come back. Fox is in third. Then we've got Meepo, Kaijo, and Danny Ko has climbed up from last place to 6th already, ahead of Justin, then Galileo, and Ocean Chief has dropped to 9th. So I think it was probably Ocean Chief and McKenna coming together there. Ocean Chief spectacularly misses a corner. I think he might have front wing damage because he probably tapped McKenna.
Yeah, just start up look at that Ocean Chief at the moment just to try to confirm that by getting it. Doesn't look like he's got any damage. If it is, it'll only be lime green. So the soft runners have taken advantage of those tyres at the moment there. Meepo's putting a bit of pressure on Fox now, probably very close on the medium. So let's see how we can navigate through this tricky track there at high speeds.
Yeah, also speaking about tyre advantage, Galileo is down in P8 on those soft tyres, and he's got Justin up ahead. He will need to clear him as fast as he can because for obvious reasons he wants to leverage his tyre advantage. Oh, but he overdoes it and taps the wall on the inside. If he got away with that damage, that would be spectacular luck, honestly. But Justin for now seems safe. Now Meepo is actually threatening Fox. Okay, not happening, but Danny's gotten past Kaijo. I didn't even see that one coming, but Danny's got him, and he's up to 5th already.
That's why Danny's second in the championship, mate. He just makes those overtakes done when nobody's looking. Up in a P5 there on Icewin. Meepo was getting close to the back of the Fox. Justin's in the pit lane right now. Might be repairing some damage. Early pit stop for the Alpine driver. I'll keep an eye on that for you. Looks like a front wing change. Yes, it is.
So, a new nose for Justin. And, I mean, safety cars can always happen. Meepo's got himself a penalty there. I think he just followed Fox off track because Fox also looked a little bit spicy with the... Oh, no, Copy! That is not how you enter the pit lane, buddy. He loses a ton of time and gets a penalty, so that hasn't paid off at all. Adesi in the front, by the way, has checked out completely. 1.4 seconds from Quirky. We're not even getting into the DRS part of this race when he's already checked out. Now Meepo, so close to Fox there. I think Fox got the S's a little bit wrong, and Meepo tried to capitalize, but it's hard to get past, so it didn't happen.
Yep. The dirty air, ground effect and all that jazz you're going to see. But the DRS is the key. They want to get rid of that, obviously, at Formula 1 Grill F1. Yes, he's got a little too early. It takes a lot of concentration around this track, 25 laps. You can't afford to have a little bit of a tangle with the fence because the fence will not agree. Fence always wins, put it that way.
Yeah, it does. It's the fence never gets damaged. It's always you. So... Unless you're Romain Grosjean, then you're fine and the wall is... Too soon. No, it's not, of course. Yeah, obviously hats off to the safety of Formula 1. And here's Danny thinking about Meepo now. So Danny slicing his way up to the field. Yeah,
Mr. Danstar.
Yeah, it's, this is great. With that crash at the start, he's practically started in P6, but he can still get to call it a last to first. It's, you know, he gets the best of both worlds. He is very much in the mix here, but he needs to make sure that he doesn't lose too much time. Absolutely spicy, the onboard here at Jeddah. Quite spectacular. Now Meepo's on the back foot because he got a pull run, and there goes Danny with the DRS, and I think he'll just get that one done beautifully. Beautiful overtake from him. Up to 4th. Fox is the next one, and Fox is on soft, so that's going to be a little bit of a bigger challenge, but Danny might just be favored to win this race if the strategy plays out in his favor here.
Up from P11 to P4 already on lap 3. Slices his way through the field as Icewind goes a little bit twirly-whirly coming out of the corner, trying to set a fashion statement. Not that way, my friend. Not on the Alpha. Sorry. Yeah, it just went a little bit shaky.
Wait.
Coming out.
Wait, it's P6 Icewind.
Yeah, Icewind P6, but he's okay. He's back.
What?
Just
Why?
a little bit of oversteer moment. What?
Why is he
the names are different. We
What?
got different names.
Who
That
is
happens
Kaijo?
sometimes. Kaijo is Icewind.
What? Okay. Yeah. Or to quote a brilliant commentator, the game is gonna hold back. There's not gonna be any bugs. It will respect that it's your final broadcast.
That is because I believe you need to be a friend, and it looks like
Okay.
Meepo's going to the pit lane. So that
Danny.
penalty, I think.
Danny is just pretending that soft tires aren't an advantage at all, but just sailing past Fox. No resistance at all. And, there was not much resistance to be had, Danny. Like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah, 5-second penalty set for Meepo and Galileo, and Alyssa Icewind just gets a 3-second for corner cutting. Can't get that one removed.
Yep. True. Justin's just had the fastest time, if the interface is not lying to me, which wouldn't be the first time. And,
He's got fresh boots on, man. Just came in the pit lane, came back out, so he's got a 12-second deficit to make Ender.
Oh, death! It's Ocean Chief, and Ocean Chief gets passed by Galileo here. No wait, other way around. Galileo gets passed by Ocean Chief. I have no idea what's going on.
Ocean Chief passed.
But he calls it yellow. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, it
weird.
is showing up.
So something happened there, but we didn't see it. We just know the result of it is Ocean Chief P9, Galileo P10. That's all we know. And man, the track limits in those S's are so spicy. They feel pretty unusable, to be honest, but you need to get them right. And we've already got 2 drivers with those penalties, Icewind and Meepo. So it's certainly not like you abuse them for free. You need to do something. And Danny is struggling to get himself into the DRS window, at least for this lap. I'm pretty sure next DRS zone he'll be in there. He'll get the extra drag reduction from Quirky in P2.
And further back, it looks like, well, the driver in P5 for you, that's Icewind. That's showing up as Galeo, I think it is. On yours, not Galeo, but Kaleo.
Kaijo, he's called.
Kaijo. Yes. He's putting a bit of pressure on the back there.
Fox.
But yeah, Danny Coe's the one that's going to be bringing this one, I'd say, anytime soon. And his tyres are looking pretty damn good, mate. But 14% all around, whereas the guys on softs are getting close to the old 27% front right.
Yeah, and I've never driven this track, so I don't really know how it is, but it reminds me a lot of the last sector of Vietnam, that S section we just went through on board with Icewind, where Fox just, you know, hit the opposite of the apex in every single corner, because you get one wrong and then you get all of them wrong, and that was very visible from Fox. That cost a lot of time. Danico now closing in on Quirky, flying through the concrete tunnel, and Fox retires from the session as he's gotten it wrong once more, and this time with fatal consequences. There's a safety car and everyone's bunched up again. Everyone's gonna go for the pits, and I assume this is gonna be hards to the end, but I don't know, because, well...
Yeah, I'm just having a look where the Red Bull is, if it's still on the track. It's around underneath the stadium section there, and there's his car just parked on the side there, so it must have made an error coming out of, I don't know what turn that is. But this is going to be a pit stop for everybody, as they all are. At the end, yeah.
Somewhere between turn 5 and 25, I would suggest. Yeah, I mean, we've observed him doing exactly that, like getting one entry wrong and then driving on the wrong end of the track for every single corner after that, and I assume that just happened again, and he happened to hit the wall and lose a wheel. Copy, being pretty lucky there, honestly. He just about escapes being lapped by a Desi, which means he gets to pass the safety car and put himself back into contention for this, catching up to the grid. He's got an entire lap to make up for, but I'm sure he'll be able to do it.
Yeah, you should be able to. We have an Aston Martin 1 and 2.
Oh, the memes never end. I always get caught off.
Yeah, I want to see how long it took you to figure that one out. I love that Aston Martin safety car.
It is.
But you know what? This has hurt Danny because he was looking solid to go deeper in that race. Well, the other guys were softs are going to start to fall off, but now it's all evens. Well, it's not because we've got mediums, hards, and softs, and hards and softs and mediums. So everybody's using all the tyre compound. How's that? Danico and Meepo can't go to the end surely on those softs there.
No,
Praying for another.
Not at all. I mean, strategy is completely split now. Of course, everyone has the problem that you have to run more than one type compound. That's like the basic rule. Everyone knows about that one. And the thing is that means Danny doesn't get to put on the mediums. I'm sure he would have liked to, but he seems to think that going hards to the end is so bad that he'd rather do soft. And,
well, no, he started on mediums, Danny did.
Exactly,
so he has used the mediums.
So he can't go mediums and then mediums to the end because then he has only done one tire. And so that forced him to make the choice softs or hards, and he's gone for softs. Quirky up ahead had the choice between mediums and hards, and he went for hards. So same for Adesi, and he went for medium. So we've got completely different opinions on what the best strategy is. I am in no position to make any judgments on that whatsoever, so we're just going to watch it play out. But I have a feeling it's going to be very spicy for Danny. He'll be explosive on the restart and try and get himself ahead of Quirky as soon as he can. Softs versus hards going to be pretty easy. And then Adesi will give him a hard time because every second that Adesi can cost Danny is going to be in Adesi's favor towards the end when Danny needs to pit again inevitably because he doesn't get those tires to the end. And in the meantime...
I spent once again the P7's come in for the AlphaTauri just to get rid of those hard tires, I think, so he's changed those compounds.
Yeah,
so he's got the safety car.
Yeah, so he's been on mediums, and then he goes for hards, and now he goes for mediums again, so he's technically doing mediums to the end. But
yeah, he should get out ahead of Galileo, so he'll stay in P8. Yes, he will, just behind Ocean.
Yeah, trades.
So that's probably not a bad strategy. Get it over and done with now.
Yeah, I wonder if Danny could have done that, but he would have lost more positions than Iceman, so he would have been right at the back of this. He would have been
Not that it hurt him. He started at the back. He can make his way back up through the field, no problems.
I can't rely on Copy and Ocean crashing again.
Justin out there in the world saying softs will last but die heavily about 20 laps onwards, and mediums will make it to the end easily. Confirmation out there from Justin. Thank you.
So Justin basically accusing Quirky of getting the strategy completely wrong because he's sitting out there on those hards. They're going to be fine towards the end, I would imagine, but he should be on the back foot for almost the entirety, or at least the majority of the remainder of this race. Meepo getting weird lines on the safety car. Wonder what's going on here. I hope we're not provoking any, any overtake bugs under the safety car.
You stop bringing up the B word. I know you're icking for a bug this evening. It's not going to happen. All right.
You mean not again?
We're going to have a good game here.
Last one was about 4 laps ago, but sure, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I was just a little bit put off by what he was doing there, but it's fine. Copy's gonna hunt the grid, as he is still 20 seconds off of them, as they all just have to do one more corner, but Copy can go at full racing speed, and he will be right at the back of that train. Actually, does he catch them? I do not think so. Oh boy, safety car restart probably without Copy. You have to look at that on the map. I don't know when the drivers will be allowed to go. Of course, it's Adesi's job to hold the field. The longer he does, the better for Copy. Because
I think it's one more lap under the safety car. I didn't think a message for it to be called in.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was getting excited there. Well,
no, you still got... Hey, you get to see that beautiful Aston Martin safety car there for another lap. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it means I'm going to take a look at the corners because then I'll know what I'm commentating on. Well, of course, turn 1 and 2 are pretty known. Watch the real life race, and events unfolded is probably the most neutral way of putting it in that Jeddah race. In turn 1.
The Copy boxed, mate. So yeah, he's gonna have to do that catch up again.
He's ruined his first set of mediums trying to catch up, so he ruins another set of mediums by trying to catch up. No, just kidding. He'll get them easily this time. He makes
Yeah,
up.
as they're all pretty bunched up. The safety car will be in this lap, no doubt.
Yeah, no 4-lap safety car phases. Also, I just realized half of the grid are, not half the grid, but some drivers are racing with Ukraine helmets. I just saw. So Quirky's got one.
Oh, that's
Danny's
nice.
got one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Horriex, we saw a duel. I think that is. G'day, you said g'day. Sorry, I missed that one. And Horriex out there, soft will not make it. What will he do? Exactly. We don't know. It could be another safety car out there. It could be virtual safety car. It's going to be interesting. But then again, he can get it. Danny has the pace.
This has nothing.
And
Sorry.
Get up the road. Yeah, sorry. I mean, I think he's got, Quirkley's going to be under a bit of problems there trying to get the temperature up on those hard tyres. And that might be a little bit of a buffer there for Adesi to kind of get up the road a little bit before Danico and Makenda start coming thick and fast at him.
Yeah, Danny will just attempt to launch himself past. We've seen it in the real life Grand Prix by Max into turn 1. To be fair, that was a standing start, so it's obviously easy to do there. But if Danny gets a good run, doesn't fall asleep on the restart, is quick on the reaction, then he could try and send it into turn 1. The braking distance is going to be significantly lower with warmer tires with a softer compound. So I don't know if he can do it right into turn 1, but I'm sure by the end of this lap, by the end of lap 9, he'll be able to pass Quirky.
And Adesi now will be the safety car, as the safety car's already peeled away.
Yep. Well,
And now he's going to have to... He has such an advantage, I think, being the P1 under the safety car now with the new updates. But P2 is going to be the key, isn't it? P3.
Danny almost got into Quirky there, and now Adesi keeps backing him up. Oh, this is spicy. Let's look at this on board from Danny, and I think he got it almost perfect. He had to lift towards the end of that, so he doesn't really get it. Maybe Makenda looking to the inside. Danny has got to look into the corner. Did the soft tires carry him past? They do! So Danny's up to P2 right away. Makenda's also trying to swamp Quirky on those hard tires. They are not going at all. Justin somehow made it past. Meepo's going past. Quirky's just lost 4 positions on this restart. He's holding this against Meepo. Meepo needs to go off track, but he still holds on. So Meepo 5th, and now Iceman is the next one to get past the Norwegian. And this has gone completely wrong for Quirky. Danico probably looks to take the lead off of Adesi as soon as he can, and Makenda's set to follow him. And there goes Iceland.
Yeah. I knew you'd be a sitting target with those hard tyres. They're very difficult to temperature up to. Icewood now gets past. So yes, it's all got a little bit pearl-shaped. Those hard tyres are just very, very dangerous. You get eaten alive, literally, on race starts on those, and that's obviously another example of it. But hey, it can still look better later on in the race, since those other tyres start to fall off the cliff. But there it is, Adesi. Danico's now going to try to catch Adesi, Makenda. And Meepo's looking strong right now. Keep an eye on Meepo getting past Justin that racer.
Yeah, Meepo also needs to try and use that tyre delta he's got, and that is very crucial for him, since he will not be able to make the end, or if he does, then with a stretch, and he'll be sitting duck at the end. Now Galileo gets past Quirky as well, so those hards have not paid off at all. He should have probably just pitted and gone for mediums, even if it puts him to the back.
And Ocean Chief too now.
Oh
as
my
well.
god, this is terrible.
Yeah, he's going to lose everything. If I was him probably right now, I would just box and get rid of those tyres. You just basically come from, what, second to last almost, which he will be the second.
He is last. Yeah, we see it in the background, but we have to focus on Danny. Okay, Danny does not make the move yet. Quirky is actually getting past Ocean. Oh, copy! It's a right-hander. Where are you going? Well, he's right at the back once more. Maybe he gets another safety car, who knows? There is Danny now. We're once again on board with the Hunter, and Adesi is the prey, as he's got a Ferrari in his mirrors, and that Ferrari will soon be able to use DRS, but maybe even gets it done without it, since those soft tires seem to be in the zone right now. So.
And I think because Makenda's already won the championship, Danico's not going to make it easy for him, of course, not at all.
Wow, I just saw that Makenda was somehow putting himself alongside. I was riding on board with Danny and didn't notice at all. But yeah, actually Makenda is coming. And oh, is he attacking? I think he is. He's using a lot of battery. And oh, Danny wants to scare him off, and he certainly did with a little bit of contact. Makenda not going to be happy about that. That was super spicy. They are going at 300 kph, and he could have just put him in the wall. So you know, they somehow are alive, and this camera shot is absolutely beautiful as we see Danico go for the lunge for the provisional lead of this race. He takes it.
Brilliant. He needed to get it done, so otherwise Makenda was going to take it away from him. You got the helicopter cam. You're lucky I didn't get that one. DRS now. So
Yeah.
this means that Desi should be able to come back and McKenna come back there. Desi's setting up a little bit of a prayer, but Danny's got the inside line as long as he gets a good exit. Yes, he does.
Yeah, and
Still
surely,
cutting him off for now.
surely McKenna's gonna try and look for the off lines, you know, try and get the cutback in every corner he can when Adesi gets blocked by Danny. And now through the S section, we'll see if Adesi loses enough time to Danico for McKenna to attack him. It looks pretty good, but both of them are gonna get the extra speed through the DRS. So Danny is the one who doesn't profit off of that, obviously, but he's still got the 5/10 lead, so he's gonna get over it, I'm sure. And let's see what McKenna does now. This is bad news for him, temporarily, because I think the only way, maybe not, but the easiest way he gets past Adesi is if Danny gets rid of Adesi. And right now I think Adesi's still fine. Having a look at battery. Well, McKenna's playing battery game, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny!
Ooh, that's going to hurt Danny later on. Danny also has to make another pit stop because there's no way he's going to make those tyres go to the end. That's something that Desi's got to be careful of at the moment. But Desi's also be careful of Makenda battling around the outside, I think. I would be the right thing, I think, for the flying fin. Just let him through because he knows that he's going to have to box later. Desi can kind of make his tyres go to the end.
He's got him.
So, it should be
McKenna,
battling
I was
too
blessed
hard.
by the camera again, and Danny seems super slow in the straight. What's going on there? McKenna's right for the lead. Okay. I did not see that one coming at all. Don't know if Danny did. He's on the cutback and almost looked like he was trying to let him pass, but why would he? And he's also he also seems pretty aggressive right now, so I don't think Danny did that on purpose, but he's gotten caught off, and every second those two drivers lose fighting each other are going to be good for Adesi, since he doesn't need to pit again, and towards the end of the race it's going to be fresh softs for Danny and McKenna trying to catch old mediums from Adesi. So if they trip over each other, good for Adesi.
Yeah, but because of that safety car, everybody's still bunched up at the moment, so the top, all the drivers, all the way down to P10 of copy, they're 12 seconds apart. So that's a lot of time to game. You're going to be last place if you box.
Yeah.
Obviously, that gap will start forming.
Oh, but
It's still early days.
both of them want that provisional. Well, it's not actually provisional lead. It is the lead on track. After they pit, Adesi will be in the lead. But Makenda and Danny so close. Meepo with a penalty, and surely Makenda is going to be close to one as well, as Daniko goes for the outside, and I think he will try and pull this one off, and he does. So back up ahead, he was caught off last lap, and he returns the favor this one. Oh, and what was Adesi doing? Is he going for attack mode, or what was going on there? That was a Formula E line if I've ever seen one. But Meepo temporarily getting ahead, and now ahead.
Three abreast in the turn one.
Oh god, Justin on the inside. The two Aston Martins are not happy with each other either, and Meepo, this is his moment to shine as he gets himself into third, and Desi is still there, and he squeezes his teammate into the wall. Crazy fights going on at Jeddah here. It's brilliant stuff, and Meepo's third on those softs. He's gotten himself past. Desi, our technically provisional race leader, is losing a lot of time and is now under threat from Justin, who's got a penalty, but he's also got pace. So if Justin can hang on to this, he might also be in for a shot with the race win. And Makenda and Danny in the meantime were also fighting, and Makenda's gotten out on top in that one. So everyone's just fighting each other. It's pretty hard to keep track of everything.
Elbows out, mate. It's a boxing match right now. It's good to see, but I tell you what, they are keeping it as relatively clean as they possibly can. Yeah, there's a little bit of contact, but no real bargy per se. Just allowing a little bit of space and trying to seize opportunity, because there's not a lot of space in this track, and somehow you're still managing to find a couple of cars side by side around here.
Oh, Makenda's made a mistake. He's hit the inside wall and now forced him deep, and he gets the penalty. So now Danny and Makenda fighting each other on equal grounds. Only Adesi doesn't have a penalty, and there goes Danica once more. Just like last lap, he does the same exact move once more. This turns out to be basically... Oh my god, how has Meepo died? What?
Because they're battling it out. They were battling it out there.
Oh, how do you crash there? What?
Oh,
Meepo!
wow, he's completely crashed. It's going to be a
Safety
safety car.
car.
It is. So this now means Danny gets
Yes.
get rid of the softs,
But
so it's working out for
Makenda's
Danny.
out. What's Makenda doing? He's still out.
Yes, he did box. Yes.
What?
That's whoa, what happened there?
So,
They're bunched up as well too, mate. So there was a 16-second gap to the leader,
I guess...
and now he's got to he's now caught the safety car, so he can't speed off down the road. He's got to wait.
Makenda sure
All
doesn't like
around.
winning. What's going on? I don't understand. Either he carries those tires to the end, which is a dumb idea because Danny has just put on fresh softs and is gonna lead that train. He's gonna be right behind McKenna from the safety car restart, so McKenna would have to defend until the end of the race on 7-lap older softs, which is not gonna work. Or McKenna pits now, and then he puts on new softs, and he is 9th. So it's gone wrong either way. I have no idea what's going on, but I mean, he's champion already, so he can afford to do that.
I was going to say, he is a champion, so you know you're a champion for a reason, perhaps doing the right strategy calls. We'll see. It's just a matter of how long you can keep them behind.
This is pretty much objectively wrong, I think. Like,
Danico's now caught him after the pit stop. Everybody will start catching because I said they were bunched up after that other previous safety car anyway.
Yeah.
So now Make Enders is like, yeah, I box right now. I'm essentially last place.
Yeah, so...
Close.
I think this is just, like, it's just wrong. I don't think there's much of a discussion about that, but the thing I was getting at is at least he can afford to now that it's over in the title fight, so now he can make those mistakes, and he can have a little bit of fun.
You know these gladiators, right? They want to win. It doesn't matter if it's an exhibition race or anything. It's just like they still want to win.
Well, but I mean, if the pressure's off, the pressure's off. I know that as well. I just remember the one time I won an ACC title. It was round 9 out of 10, and then in the 10th round, I was terrible. Like, I just drove like an absolute idiot and got myself a drive-through and everything. So I feel like
He's going in now. Did he just miss the pit lane entrance, Buck? Because it was really close. Maybe he didn't get a chance to box in time. That could have been it.
But he was behind Danny, so I think he was.
Oh, they were side by side, weren't they? I thought they were just overtaking at that point. It was very close.
Wait, I think Danny got the move, and then McKenna was lining up the re-overtake, and during that re-overtake, the yellow flag came out. Probably Danny just saw, yes, it's a retirement on track, this is going to be a safety car, and then he lined up for the pit lane, and McKenna just didn't, he didn't get it, so to speak, so he just got caught off and passed the pit lane, so that must have been what happened, because there's no rationale behind this. Like, it's just a mistake. Now he's gonna have to clean up the field from the back. Quirky has been saved by this. I mean, he was second earlier, now he's P8, but at least he's got competitive tires now, as everyone is looking at a, I would say, 9-lap sprint to the end on soft tires.
Which shouldn't be a problem, of course. Yeah, those softs will go to the end.
Yeah.
As Jane out there, Janie was saying Meepo was pushing the wall. I'm sure of it because at that point, because there was 2 battles going on between Danico and Makenda, and then there was a massive battle going on between, I think it was Icewind, Adesi, Justin the Racer, and Meepo. There was about 3-4 cars there, very, very close. So I'd imagine at some point, because of the track not being very wide, like somebody had to have a little bit of a tangle with the wall.
Copy notion.
Well, the wall pushed Meepo. Mate,
Yes.
that's what happened. The wall's on report. We'll keep an eye on that, on those walls.
Yeah, I think a wall should be removed from the league. Next time we're going into the Black Sea.
That'll be called Paul Ricard then, mate. The walls are so far away, you never get to hit them very often.
It's true, yeah. There are those very old American tracks like VIR. That's just a country mile. Like, you probably hit some cars before you hit a wall there. It's
yeah.
Jedda's not like that.
So now Danico, now it's even Stevens, of course, with everybody up there on tyres. Let's see if McKenna can make his way back up through the field. Let's see if Danico and Adesi is going to be a nice little spice battle between those 2 gladiators this evening. They're also second and third, I believe, in the championship as well, too. So they are battling for that second.
Yeah. And Adesi with no penalty, so he is obviously the favorite to win this. But we'll see how Danny goes. So last time Adesi stalled it pretty long, and I think, Danny's just gone right away. No time wasted there at all, and Justin looks like he's tucked into the slipstream of Icewind. Icewind going defensive for the inside line. Justin takes a lot of slip on the outside line. Not gonna happen, but Icewind probably going deep. No, he is held onto that pretty well, so nicely done for him. Gets to keep P3. Copy lurking behind them. Somehow, after all of the things that have happened to him this race, he is still in with a shot. He's got no penalties and he's 5th, but pretty bad restart, so he's off the back of Justin by a mile already. Quirky gets himself another penalty. He's currently 9th, just been passed by McKenna.
Yeah, Quaker actually made a little bit of an error somewhere. I saw him just going slow, so that's upping him there, and that allowed Mekender to go past. But the pressure right now, Galileo on the back of the old Chief. The Chief star, man, the man that wrapped up the Tier 4 championship at the moment, bringing it with the top guns in the Tier 1.
Desi is not close enough. Let's see, what can Galileo and Mekender do against the old man? And, oh, it looks like it's just gonna be Mekender taking the position. Yep, up to P7. So, the Finns fighting it out with each other. Nicely done. Now Chief is next for our champion. It is champion versus champion. By the sounds of it, Ocean Chief just on the outside line. He's just so slow because, well, actually, I don't know why. There's no DRS yet for Mekender, but he gets that one done. So up to P6. Gap to copy is going to be 2.3 seconds, but it should be possible to close that one. So he is on his comeback into this race. Mekender P6, Ocean 7, and Galileo 8. Is Ocean actually striking back? He's certainly tucked in. No. Okay. I was getting excited.
You are excited the whole race. It's good to have you obviously commentating the final race as well, and the final probably time you'll be commentating F1 for some time for SLR. But yes, we will miss you, mate. We're certainly going to miss it, but for now, bring that hype. Bring that hype, team.
Well, Jeddah is certainly bringing the hype right now. It's making it pretty easy for me to be excited about this race because so much is going on. I've lost 2 drivers, gotten a bit of safety cars, but you know, everyone's racing and it's good to see. And up front, so Adesi knows that he doesn't really have the pressure. He just needs to... Oh, what's... Never mind. I thought Danny hit the wall because he suddenly veered off, but it's the corner. Like, that's how the track goes.
I'm still keeping the idea of Galileo now on the back of Ocean Chief, but Galileo's gone around as I just switched on board with him. He's facing in the wrong direction, but that's what you get for having a Haas. I keep telling you, you gotta get rid of that Russian advertising, mate.
I genuinely wonder if like Codemasters is just gonna remove it. I wonder.
Of course they will. Well, yeah, and they probably will actually if for a quick update coming up soon, perhaps for sure. I would say in respect, obviously, they are just like everybody. 99.99% of the people in the world who are all supporting Ukraine. So why not? Danny Co, DRS is now enabled. Let's see if Adesi and Icewind and P3 can do anything about that. Obviously, I call him Icewind, but it's different on your screen. But
yeah.
Wait, that guy in P3.
Yeah.
AlphaTauri.
Casual. Icewind, yeah. But to be fair, it's Codemasters, so... no. Oh, Mekender with another penalty. So basically, like, changing the Haas livery would probably, like, I don't know, break the pit stops or something and introduce 4 new bugs. I'm not sure, but that's surely how it's going.
You are a fan of Codemasters, aren't you?
Well, I've given them enough money to, you know, probably be a fan of them in a way, but...
Hey, I'm the one that's been commentating 15 leagues a week of this game, okay?
Yeah.
I should be the one that gets more mad than anybody else.
Yeah, you've caught up.
Used to, of course, used to.
Yeah. I've commentated a lot as well, but over
I got one more
years.
after this, you know. Yeah, one more after this. Danico will actually be racing as well. So this is... Danico's doing back-to-backs.
Is it Arenell?
He'll be nice and sweaty.
It's Arenell, isn't it? British.
Yes, it is, sir. I don't like to mention other leagues, obviously, on there, but that's the one it is. They're still going a long season as well, too, so amazing.
You know, to support Danny. It's worth the shout-out.
That's true.
If anyone wants to do that. I know Danny does stream his POVs, and I also... like, the one clip I've seen from that league was when Bailey kept donating to channel points to Danny playing the Star Wars Mos Eisley Cantina thingy, but right now Danny's got other worries as Adesi just takes the position. And I thought he was gonna chill, which is why I went on that tangent, but no.
Can we do it to the...
Yeah, exactly. It kept playing. It kept playing, like, for 2 laps. So
somebody needs to do it right now. Danny's streaming. Somebody get in there and play it for him. He's put that pressure on. Iceman dropped out. He got a penalty. So, yeah, that's going to hurt him a little bit. But Danny, I'm gonna love to see this Danny Co and Adesi battle, because once again, they're second and third, I think, of the championship. So they want that. And Danny Co's the only problem at the moment is nursing that penalty.
Yeah, I think he might well have gotten himself another warning just as we were riding on board. It looked like it was 4 wheels off.
He did actually, yeah. He's about one. He's 1 warning away now for a 6-second penalty. He's going to be careful. Adesi's only got 1 warning.
Yeah, so Adesi could just close this out by virtue of being the cleaner driver in terms of respecting the track limits. Danny is facing an uphill battle. It's 7 It's 7/10 of a second plus the 3 seconds from the penalty. So he needs to hope for Desi to, do an unholy amount of choking, or he just needs to. Danny just needs to be very, very, very fast now. Makenda gets himself another one. I have switched the interface to the penalty screen because everyone's on fresh softs that all.
Oh yeah, you're right. Good call.
So,
good call.
So we're gonna keep an eye on that. And you see, Copy doesn't have one either. I mean, that's probably just the Copy, the last Copy performance I need to commentate on. Just him sneaking a podium on penalties once again, because that's just how Copy is. That's just what he does.
He's clean, cool, calm, collective, just like a Desi. Have you ever had any view of a Desi? A Desi's like, he's like Kimi Räikkönen. He's like, yeah, Biggles. Yeah, I just won the race.
Yeah.
I love him. I've known a Desi for a couple of years now too. Icewind gets another penalty. Well, who's looking at the moment? Well, Icewind's looking to get that Rolex time penalty award, mate. He's on about 12 seconds, as you can see. So, yep. If he had a Rolex, he would be on time every time, and he wouldn't get those penalties. Rolex. I keep saying it in all the leagues I'm going to do eventually at some point. Rolex, may pay attention to this.
You're just begging for the sponsorship.
You never know. You never know if you never try. It's still, everybody loves it. It sounds good.
Yeah, and right now, looks like a Desi. Maybe under threat from Danny. Again, I don't really know if Adesi will care. Danny switches to the inside and just takes that position, so, not much resistance put up there. Icewind trailing both of them. Maybe he wants to win on track at least, if he's not going to do it with the time penalties.
You can let Icewind go and basically pull off to the side, have a cup of tea.
Yep.
Read a newspaper and come back and still be ahead because of the penalties that he has. There it is.
And Desi, that was actually not as clean as I thought. I thought he was just going to sail by, but it was dead wrong. Danico holds on to this and is now ahead, so they've essentially switched order now. But I don't think Danny can clear him at all. I mean, this is a high-speed track, and there's so much going on in terms of DRS zones, so I don't think that Danny can capitalize on this at all, unless Desi makes some vital mistakes. 5/10 the gap now, and we'll see at the end of this DRS, and I'm gonna assume it's gonna be like 4. Yeah, pretty much. And that will just tie Desi to Danny until the end of this. We are only 4.5 laps from the end of this as well. It's gone by really, really quickly. Holy mother of God. And
you said it was going to be quick. Exactly.
Yeah.
This will Danny getting even a P2 here, or should secure himself that second spot easily in the Tier 1 Championship here for SLR.
Yeah.
Because Copy's too far back. Even though Copy's, and Justin with the 3-second penalties won't be enough to do anything. They need a race win and have Danny further down.
Yeah. Surely not what Danny wanted out of the season. But I guess McKenna was just too consistent, and Danico was too much Danico. It is, the new meme is it is Copefield time. I don't have time to explain it, but it's just when he bottles.
You have 3 laps. Here we go.
Well, listen, so it was once in Imola. No, just kidding. Yeah. He does bottle a bunch, doesn't he? But
yeah, but then again, look at the young Max Verstappen. Remember at the start of his his rookie year.
Okay, I'm gonna go on board with Justin to see if he's shaking with rage after you said Verstappen. No, he's fine. Okay,
because Max was gun ho and used to have a lot of accidents and a lot of issues and a lot of mistakes early, of course. But he learned that I think the key is at the pace, and that's the case, isn't it? I guess Danico also has the pace, and once Danico sorts out, eventually over time those issues that you mentioned.
But when Willie sorted out, it's been 3 years now. No,
it takes time, all right.
You'll watch this back and probably go kill me. But I get to make fun of people who kill my endurance cars. No, just kidding.
What are they gonna do? Are they gonna fire from commentating next season?
Yeah. Anyway. What are you gonna do? Fire me? Gets fired. That's actually true. I'm just gonna reveal all the secrets. If only that
they could fire you from ACC commentating, and that way you doing it.
No, that's 2S. I'm fine. Yeah. It's not SLR.
Okay. Well, they're affiliated, so we might have a vote and a poll there.
No,
to
I
say.
think I'm pretty safe.
No, we want you, of course. You do a fantastic job for both of these leagues and you have over the seasons. And you still, of course, will be a massive family member of SLR.
Now you're making me blush. I need to
Focusing
focus.
more on... Yeah, what makes you see, bro? You know that.
Yeah, I'm getting nervous here anyways. Someone who also needs to be nervous. Perfect transition. Daniel Cofield in P1. I don't think this is doable, really. It's 5/10s, Adesi's just chilling. But the thing is, it's Jeddah, and Adesi would certainly not be the first one to misjudge a turn and point, hit an inside wall, and kill his entire race. So if that happens, then of course Danny can still win this. If it doesn't, I don't think it will happen, but then Adesi's just set to win this final race, and maybe if there's going to be a next season on this game, he would, you know, present himself as potentially a favorite for that title in the 8th
Absolutely,
season.
for sure.
It's going to be interesting to see, but it's going to be a bit of a time. Until then, of course, I'm sure Ocean will keep everyone updated, and Makenda really wants that Rolex. It's incredible.
Yeah, he's getting that Rolex 18.
Yeah.
Makenda is. He's like, oh, you know what? I've got the driver's constructor's trophy. The driver's trophy.
Yeah, I think we should
next to that shelf. I need to have a nice Rolex.
Oh my god.
Next to it.
That was a Rolex warning there. No, I think we should. I think we should do what American sports do and just brand every single thing that happens in the race.
Yes,
you
we
know?
are. That's what I'm starting to do, mate. Because I'm also casting for like NASCAR and all that iRacing stuff in the States. So I'm gonna get my years on.
Oh,
as we go
look at the Tag Heuer overtake from Adesi.
Yes.
Oh no, it's not that as Danico misses the Ray-Ban Apex there, and
love it.
no, gets it all wrong. Adesi into the into the Fly Emirates lead of the race, and I should just go to America. No, we got the Danico now down to second, and honestly, this just puts the nail in the Aramco coffin, as he will not be able to recover from this 3 seconds unless Adesi picks up that time penalty. Since you've talked about it, Danny has been, you know, he's behaved. He's not picked up another warning. The guy who sponsors the warnings is going to be mad at me.
And Timo, this that overtake was presented by Jeffrey's Oil. Jeffrey's Oil. You need to get a lube up anytime soon with Jeffrey's Oil. There it is. Presented by. Now back to you in the commentary box.
In the State Farm commentary box as Danico swings it around the outside. I mean, this is just the normal proceedings at Jeddah. The stakes aren't that high right now because Danny has got that 3 second time penalty, so Adesi is chilling. Ice went behind 12 seconds, not enough for a Rolex, but certainly gonna be a little bit unhappy with himself after that one. Still on track, his pace was pretty brilliant.
A tag. What's the other watches that they have for sponsors? Some of the drivers.
I have no idea. I am completely out of my depth.
Hublot? I don't know. Drivers have to wear them anyway. It's compulsory as a sponsorships.
Yeah, they've been totally useful in the race cam, I swear. I mean, that's my favorite thing about the sponsorships is when you look at their gloves and they've got like the Rolex or something.
Yeah, they do have the
on
watch
them.
on the gloves.
So it's so silly, but it also looks really cool. So.
Yeah, well,
you know.
And you know, even if you're a reserve driver, right? And like in the paddock hanging out in the background, you still they have to wear the watches of the team sponsorships as well.
Yeah.
It's mandatory.
Imagine you just, you're a mechanic and you work for Red Bull Racing and you're just trying to do a pit stop, and unfortunately you're like shaking furiously because you're on your 7th Red Bull because the team won't let you drink anything else. And you're just having
That's true. Hey, but you know about the pit crew, right? They get a ton of money. You know, they get like $5,000-$10,000 bonuses if their driver wins a race and stuff. Yeah, and they get paid some pretty good money, man.
Well,
like just the pit tire crew and all that sort of stuff get paid.
Yeah, but you know who's not getting paid? It is a Desi, only in applause as he wins the final race of this season. That went by super fast, and he closes it out because he didn't pick up the penalties. Was drilling in the end. Danico first across the line, and Copy jumps onto a final podium for the season. Third place for him. Then it's Justin. Iceman drops all the way down to P5. Quirky is 6th, and then Chief is doing some donuts, I think. I don't know if they're going well. It's looking kind of scuffed, but...
I was going to do some Indian Chief things, but that would be very, very inappropriate, of course.
Look at the donuts. We've got, McKenna now can afford to do them.
Do the donuts, McKenna. Where is he? There he is. There he is, McKenna, doing donuts to celebrate wrapping up the Tier 1 World Championship, Drivers' World Championship here at SLR.
He is indeed
I needed to do that for a clip for the highlights, so that's why I was shouting that one out there.
Totally organic. Just like our sponsor, Beef Jerky. No.
And that's what you get, beef jerky. Get your beef jerky right now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen.
Amazing.
SLR.
This is silly.
And I hope you got some time to hang around there so we can interview everybody. Last one for the season, of course, so everybody can just say whatever they want.
Yeah. I'd like to talk to the chief.
Pick on. Well, we'll talk to the chief for sure. We'll talk to hopefully Desi and Danico is reversing now down the main straight. And they will get a 10-second. Oh, Ocean Chief, who's going for that time penalty award at the moment? Kenda's going to get it. He's coming.
We need to actually ask Chief about all sorts of things, like when to expect the new season, who's gonna sponsor the disqualifications next season. That's everything we need to know.
Is Makenda going to get that car down across the line in reverse? I think he might, without getting penalised.
Brilliant stuff. He's gonna do it.
Come on, Makenda, do it! Cross the line!
Oh shit! Oh, there's Ocean Chief. No,
he has to turn around. Oh. Because you can't face it. You can't face it backwards, or you get disqualified, will you?
I don't know. Can't say that. Oh my god! Ocean passes him. Oh no! Well, we're turning off the HUD again so we can look at those donuts. I'm not sure they were intended.
You can cross the line backwards.
I'm not sure they were intended as donuts, but I think as soon as he spun trying to get the car facing the right way, he said, beep, donuts. Beep. Okay, we're there. We've done it, and that's the end of Season 7. It is Season 7, right? I'm not insane.
Yes, it is, sir.
Oh, God. I said it
according to the title. There's the driver of the day, Danny Coe.
Well, I don't know if I agree. I honestly don't know. The thing is, Danny went from the back. But then again, like with the safety cars, it was just a flat-out race between him and a Desi. So, I would be inclined to give it to a Desi.
You're right, Desi gets the race win, of course, from Danico, but the driver is in P3, and I'm just trying to remember who that driver was right now. Yeah, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pit stops and finished in that P3. So I would have to, and the other drivers had 2, so I would have to say he's damn close to getting that driver of the day as well.
This is the opposite of what commentating with.
Actually, Copy's saying thank you out there too. Thank you, Copy.
This is the opposite of what commentating with Terra is like, because he would just get mad at the safety cars. But I think I'd be with a Desi, just because the safety cars happened. At the end, it was just a 9-man sprint to the finish line with everyone on exactly the same strategy, and I think a Desi's just come out on top deservedly, so I think I would give it to a Desi, if I'm honest. I mean, like, you could, of course, do the F1 game thing and look like, oh yeah, Danny's gone from P11, amazing. But I think a Desi would have been able to do the same had he just not qualified. So.
Oh no! I didn't record any of the highlights.
No! It's fine.
I had the button pressed.
No!
Sorry, guys. I started the replay buffer. I didn't get any of it.
Rest
doesn't matter.
in peace. Well,
it's still there.
I did record it. Luckily, there was a stream. There is still a stream.
There's a stream. It's all there. It's all there.
And I think I got some good camera angles, so it's fine.
No, you did. You did.
We're just, have the post-season 7 chill-out lounge now and see which of the drivers do want to join us for that. I'm just looking at the voice channels. We've got Danny's Rage Room, including Danny. Who would have thought? And we've got Justin. He's deafened. Do you want to interview Justin by any chance, or should I? Or...
I'll interview any of these gladiators, mate.
Well, okay. Well,
Just drag them all in.
all of them.
Just drag them all in.
I think we just get.
It's the final.
I think we get Justin. I think we get Justin. First, because he'll want to talk about the race, and then Chief and Danny will probably talk about the league. So let's start out with Justin, who is now in the booth. So hello, we can hear you. So
yeah,
how was that for you?
fun. Yeah, a bit chaotic. I mean, other than the point that the Aston Martins had an assassination attempt on me, it was fine. But yeah, no, that was listen. It was a straight. He moved left. I had DRS open. I did a little wiggle and then wiggle into him. I did get front wing damage just before because he did brake really early on the inside to try and get a daisy to go around the outside, so I hit him.
But you're describing Meepo's death, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. And, people might think it was intentional because I got front wing damage just before. I promise it wasn't. Although it probably doesn't look good for me in the clip because I'm pretty sure I even screamed beforehand. Listen, each to their own. But
You went, holy...
Exactly.
Come on, flex with that streaming setup. My god.
Yeah. But then front wing damage cost me P3, so yeah. It is what it is.
And yet you're still chatting to us whilst you're driving in the chat.
Yeah, I mean...
I appreciate that too.
You gotta get all the info possible, so...
Yeah. We needed it from the driver because none of us up in the commentary box had any idea what tyres and what strategy or anything to go on this one, did we, Timo?
Absolutely not, no. It's the one thing, the strategy, I was not on top of that at all this season because I didn't league race at all, so I didn't really, I didn't really know what was going on. So it was nice to have Justin as not really pit lane reporter, on-track reporter. Someone should sponsor that
Justin,
guy.
yeah, I'm curious now because you were, I think, third in the championship.
Yeah.
And those points are very, very close. Now, with Copy getting the podium, I'm curious to know what's happening with that one. He's a 90. You got to crunch some numbers on that one.
Yeah, I've already done it. I looked it up, and if they're because we're both tied on 193 points after that, or well, we're both tied on points regardless, and it's whoever has the most wins. But we both have one win. Although I don't know about my Abu Dhabi win because that appeals.
So we'll go to the
somewhere.
second win, second place then.
But we both have tied seconds, and we both have tied third place.
All right. A coin. or a 5-lapper. And whoever wins the 5-lapper decides. I don't know.
But fourth places, I have more fourth places. So if we go down the order, I don't know if eventually it'll go to fourth place. But
how about you guys just like split the trophy down halfway?
Yeah, I bet in the end Danny just goes, I don't care, and puts someone ahead, and you'll have to go into the courts of the FIA and get Danny to change it. That's what. That's my prediction.
No Mikey.
Yeah, this is so not right, and Danny will respond. We went racing instead of calculating. So it's fine.
No, Danny's going to say, look, I don't know if I'm going to be racing next season or not, pending on the decision from the FIA. That's what Danny's going to.
No, he's gonna disappear.
He's going to do a Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah. We won't hear anything from Danny after this incredible event.
Social media blackout.
Then he'll go into general chat in 2 years and suddenly post a picture of him in front of the Grand Canyon. And everyone's gonna ask, what's going on, Danny? Was just chatting to family.
This is a roast Danny session show. There it is. SLR.
I mean, that's just SLR.
But anyway, Justin, yeah. Just to wrap up your whole season, mate. How has it been?
I mean, best season in SLR so far. First win, ultimately. Maybe second win. Don't know. Good amount of podiums. Had fun. And yeah, Max Verstappen was the champion.
Really? I didn't know. Sorry.
Really?
I'll have to watch that back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm glad we talked about it.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been George or Mazepin. Or
might be George. Won't be Mazepin this season, but it might be George.
Don't remind me.
All right. Thank you, Justin. And also thank you very much for the chat out there as well. Anything you want to say to your fans before you depart and get thrown out of the interview room?
What was that Lewis Hamilton quote? If you think this was my best now, next season I'm coming in stronger. You know, just hashtag just an SLR champion.
Wow.
2022.
Oh,
Justin
okay.
quoting Hamilton. I think we've
All
reached.
right.
We've seen everything.
Yeah.
Apart from the admins talking, we've got Danny, Icewind, and Ocean Chief all lined up in the booth. So I think we're gonna drag them in. Thanks, Justin, for the words.
Thanks,
See you next
Justin.
season. And
Yeah.
Congrats on the nice season. See you.
Danke.
Let's bring the bosses in here and let's start
Yeah,
behaving.
okay. So,
okay,
okay, it's gonna
don't
be-
talk bad about him.
It's gonna be get fired challenge.
Yeah.
Oh,
Be
I should.
nice, Tom. Let's be nice, Tom. Okay, shh. Okay, they're here. Okay,
I
we
hate
won't stop.
our
Okay,
bosses.
now we'll stop
I
talking.
hate
All right.
them so
Okay, yeah.
much.
Hey guys. Yeah.
Oh,
So
hey,
we love
Grand
you.
Canyon.
it's fine. Hello.
Yeah.
Take
Sorry, I
some
don't know what
pictures.
you could hear. We're
You know
muted
your
on the
car.
air. Hey, Danico, don't you worry about it. You got some racing coming up soon, so I can commentate curse you any time of the week. Okay, you have to behave.
Oh.
Be careful.
However,
Yeah.
I won't be doing that race.
Oh, okay. Well, then you can
Well,
say
that's
whatever you
weak.
want then.
I don't.
Who wants to, Who would like to speak first?
I
The
can
floor
do
is
my
yours.
race wrap up. My name was weird, but it's Icewind. Too many penalties. Pace was good. That's it.
Did you
Oh.
hear from Rolex
Man of
about
many
your
words.
award?
Sorry?
Did you hear from Rolex about your award?
No. I don't think so.
Oh right,
He didn't
McKenna
get
got it. McKenna
No,
got it.
he didn't get it. McKenna got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
true.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah.
I think he had even earlier. Yeah, McKender had damage and he didn't realize he had damage, so he was just trying to send it, and the car just wouldn't turn, so he got a lot of penalties for that. But yeah.
What are you on about?
The SLR needs to work on its branding. We've got the Rolex time penalty award.
It's called the. You guys have not watched the stream back that I've commentated all season long. I call it the Rolex Time Penalty Award. Come on. If you had a Rolex on your watch, you'd be on time.
I did my best. But
Oh,
12,
right then.
12 seconds wasn't
Yeah.
enough today, so.
No, you need 21 on this week. In this
Yeah,
case.
okay.
Yeah. But anyway, it was fun. Your name was different, obviously, to T-Mode's.
Yes.
I think that's because you have to be friends on Steam in order for it to be
we
updated
are?
or something. I'm trying to figure that one out.
What?
Yeah.
No,
don't know
I
what
think
it
I
is.
think what's
Or maybe
actually
we're
going
not friends,
on there
so I'm
is
saying an old name.
I think what's actually going on is it's an F1 game bug. That's my guess.
No, this is a Steam thing. It's got nothing to do with the F1
And
game.
he's called Icewind for
For
me on
once.
Steam.
Yes, but not for me. Well, no, but okay, well, who knows? Anyway,
Not
forget it.
messed up.
Drop.
Anyways, we've got the admins here to talk about everything, about the season, about future seasons potentially, about a potential break. So what's going on? Can you tell the
We're gonna have
community
a tier 5 next season, so I'd like to announce that right now.
Amazing.
What a joker.
No,
A tier 5, even I could race on that.
you'd probably be the only one, judging by the attendance.
Ouch.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, is there going to be a break? I presume there'll be a break, of course, and because we got the new game, July, so bit of a gap. Is it going to be like exhibition events and things like that? Of course, I think that would be fun, right? Just a few little things.
Yeah. We have a charity event coming up, Jewel Run side.
Oh, I
think it'll
forgot to
be-
shout that out. But I did play the intro. So
yeah, well, it's going to be streamed on EGL. I think it's the 12th of March
no,
or
it's the
17th.
19th.
19th, sorry. Yep, somewhere around there. And 1900 CET. It should be good. 5 events, and we'll have a mix of commentators. It's usually, we do it like every year, and it's usually quite big and a lot of attention and a lot of support. This time I think it's Save the Children.
Yes.
Although I really argued for Save the Elephants because I felt like the elephants really needed saving more than the children, but I don't know. I was outvoted.
We've got
There's an
enough
elephant in the
children.
room.
Do we have enough?
If you want to save the children, just look at half the drivers that are trying to bring it to you, Ocean Chief. SLR.
You could meld the two. You could have baby, children elephant, like baby elephant.
There you go.
There you go. See, save the baby elephants.
What's
What am I
going on?
hearing?
I don't know. I'm just
This is
I'm just
wild.
so happy this season is over, and I would like to say
yeah, go ahead.
I would like to say thanks to all the admin team. Danny, who runs Tier 1, I run Tier 2, Fedavera, he's Tier 3, and I'm stopping Tier 4. We got the FIA. We got I usually do this where I thank everybody, and it's a bit of a like no one even listens to it, but everybody out there who's takes part, contributes to SLR, I appreciate it. It's been a long, hard season. We had to desync and it really took the steam out of the sails. But next season we will be back. We'll revamp it. We're going to adapt a few things just to avoid this kind of low attendance thing and just promote full grids again and get back on the horse. But we need a well-deserved break. So don't anybody message me about sign-ups, okay? Let me have a week off, okay? And we can come back re-energized.
So everybody out there, please message right now, Mr. Ocean Chief. Join the Discord. Message him about subs. No, but mate, can I have one? Can I add one little thing that I would like you guys to do for the future season? We don't know how the game obviously will go for the new one, but can we have on certain tracks a point awarded for the drivers who don't get any penalties?
Well, Copy's going to get
We should
guaranteed
contemplate that one.
at least 10 points for Copy then, so...
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but that's bad. I mean, certain tracks, of course. Some tracks should barely pick up any penalties, but like Austria, for sure, you can do Austria flat out and not get a penalty. Anyway, that's one. That's all that's all my two bob. Just for you guys to contemplate.
No, that's good. Yeah, we always like to hear feedback. So yeah, we usually do like an awards thing at the end of the season, where we just give out like most improved driver. So that's something we could incorporate into that. At least penalty points for the season.
Yeah, and the most, you get a Rolex if you get the most, of course.
I think I actually got one once, so I didn't get a
probably
Rolex.
It's probably going to be a cheap copy of a Rolex, to be honest with you, but
it's going to be one of those racing gloves that Timo was mentioning before.
Yeah,
it'll tell printed on Rolex.
It'll be right twice a day, guaranteed.
Yeah. Good call.
But yeah, I mean, just to finish out, commentators, thanks everybody. Timo, I don't know if you want to announce it, but I know you're.
I did.
I did. Yeah, so the tiers have flown already. That's good. But yeah, I guess a special thanks to Timo and Terror, who have been absolutely solid. Done, I would say 90% of Tier 1 races commentary from the very get-go. Timo was the first one. He just messaged me out of the blue, can I do commentary for Tier 1? I was like, hell yes. Here we are 7 seasons later. Terror joined him quite quickly after. So if you want to have a look at that, go to Timo's YouTube. And you'll see how
Can somebody share it the link? Share it the link.
I mean, I can find it. Well, it's like, so the story behind that one was just that SLR was created and everyone like from 2S was just swarming for seats, and then Chief started denying people because well, obviously didn't want it to just be like the same grid as 2S. And then I came in and it was like everyone was looking for a seat, and I thought, nah, I'm gonna take this chance, I'm gonna commentate. And then there was another guy who I was like trying to, I don't remember his name or something, but he also wanted to do the commentary, so I thought it was like a face-off or something, like who did the better commentary, so I tried my hardest, and then my game started bugging out, and everyone got stuck in the pit lane, and never left the pit lane, basically, so I lost drivers. I was really desperate, and then I checked out the other guy's stream, and he was like playing random trap songs on Twitch, so I was like, oh, well, I guess I get the job. It was pretty good. But yeah, it's been an incredible journey. I'm gonna link it, but if you look at that, I didn't speak any. Well, I did speak English, but it was really bad. It was really bad. My English.
I had fun commentating with you, mate, for the short periods of time that I'd step in there. But yeah,
same.
Terror, I miss Terror as well. He did a fantastic job. Yourself and Terror, I'd listened to your commentary all over the past season and a few before that, I think, as well too. And you guys did an absolutely amazing job. So hats off to you. You know, give yourself a pat in the back.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I mean,
have a sip of that champagne.
It was also fun to do the final commentary with you, because I think it went pretty well. I think it was pretty enjoyable for me, at least. And
you were trying to get the bugs into the game. You're just like, it's gonna be buggy, it's gonna be buggy, it's gonna be. No, it didn't work, mate. It did not work. It did not pay off.
Yes, don't stop painting me as the villain. You know, I'm just trying my best. I don't know. I unfortunately don't find the VOD, so someone else has to do it. That's fine.
Well, SLR, obviously, we miss you commentating, but you're still going to be heavily involved, obviously, in the family.
Yeah, I
Sure.
mainly just post screenshots of my Civilization 6 games. That's mostly what I do now. Anyways, is that a wrap, or do we have something we need to shout out?
I think that's it. Yeah, we're done.
And for the last time, I'm gonna click end stream on SLR. It's been one hell of a ride. Thanks for the nice 7 seasons of action, and I hope that you know, the future ones can be as great as they used to be, with you know, everyone attending their races and the racing being good and not you know, just safety cars. But I'm sure you'll get it on the way. It's like, the league is really well organized. I can just say that as someone who, you know, didn't contribute to that at all, but I can see that it's pretty good. So I want to thank you for that, and with that, goodbye. Everyone have a nice evening.